Hello, this video will show how to make landscape terrain in Blender. Firstly, I delete the default object. I will use an add-on to make the 3D model of landscape. I go to Edit, Preferences, Add-ons, and search A.N.T. And we can have ANT landscape add-on here and check the box to activate it and close the panel. We can open the menu, go to Create tab. We have a landscape here. Then we can press the button to add the landscape 3D model. I switch on the wireframe to show the wireframe clearly and open the panel. Here we can many options to change the shape of the landscape. For example, we can change the subdivision here. I'm going back to 128, and we can change the merge size, and we can change the noise type. It will have many types of the shape of the landscape. I will use snake rocks, and then we can adjust the positioning and the size. I'll go back to 0 in offset and 1 to the size. And there's many options of the shape. And I'll put 0.5 for the dimension. We can adjust the value to get your shape. At the bottom, we can add the water plant for the water. So I will use this shape for the landscape. Actually, if we change our mind to change the shape of the landscape, we can click it and go to this panel to change the shape of the landscape. The next, I'd like to add the texture on it. So I go to Shader Editor and make sure that we select the landscape and switch to Viewport Shading. So we can preview the material here. We can add a new material. I call it landscape. And we can add the image texture. We can press Shift A to search mapping. Shift A to search texture coordinate. Connect generate to better to better, and color to base color. And click open to link the image texture. This image texture is downloaded from wowtexture.com. I have the download link in this video description. And then I open the image to import the image texture. I should make the wireframe invisible to see clearly. And then we can adjust the scale. I will use 5. So we can close up to see it. So this is the texture of the landscape, and I click the landscape plan. I move it upwards. This is the water, and then we can add the water material. I call it water, and change to green color. And then change the roughness to 0 to make it shiny. Transmission to 0.8 to make it transparent, and then it's quite flat, so we can add the ocean modifier to make it curvy. So I changed the resolution in viewport to 16 and 32 in the resolution of render, and change the size to 0.1, and the scale of the waves is 0.1, and then we can adjust the positioning and scale it down a bit. I will use 0.2 here. So we got the landscape 3D model and material now. We can switch to cycle to render preview. Switch to render preview because there is no lighting. So we can go to the row to add sunlight. Go to the row in the shader editor, Shift A to add sky texture. Color connects to color. It's quite bright. I will use 0.1 to the strength of background. And we can change the positioning of sun. It's quite sharp to the landscape 3D model. So we can go to modifier to add subdivision surface modifier to make it look smooth. In addition, if we want to add more texturing on the landscape, we can select the landscape model again, go back to Object in the shader editor, and make sure that we are in the landscape texture, and then add displacement texture. Color connects to height. Displacement connects to displacement of material outputs, and make sure that we go to options and setting, switch displacement to displacement and bump. The scale is quite large, so we can reduce it to 0.002. So we got more texture on the landscape. This is how we can make landscape in Blender. Thank you for watching this video. Hope this helped. Please subscribe this channel. More video will be shared with you. I'm Artist B. See you in the next video. Bye bye.